Alrighty, guys, we are back. It's your boy EQ, and up next we have TDE Keem and AD. Roast Maul for saying that Beyonce's Christmas halftime show will do more views than the Kendrick Lamar NFL Super Bowl halftime show, which is definitely a ludicrous statement because while I love Beyonce, and I'm pretty sure you guys probably love Beyonce and recognize how much of a superstar she is, one cannot deny that the Super Bowl averages 100 million more views than the Christmas game. And obviously, while having Beyonce as the halftime performer, you're going to get a lot more eyes because there's definitely going to be a lot of people just tuning in to see Beyonce. You still can't negate the fact that the Super Bowl is still the Super Bowl, and tons of people do want to see Kendrick Lamar perform Not Like Us on that stage. So while we can all still love Beyonce, one still has to face reality that the Super Bowl and their halftime show will do way more numbers than the Christmas halftime show, especially given the fact that Kendrick has been on a historic run this year. And this is just one more incident where Maul is showing how much of an OVO he is, because this level of glazing will one day be studied. But enough dilly-dallying, let's jump right into the video. Again, we have TDE Keem and AD roasting Maul for saying the Beyonce halftime show would be bigger than the Kendrick Lamar halftime show, which is wild because, like I said, the Super Bowl usually does 100 extra million viewers. These OVO checks gotta be crazy.
Hold on, wait one second.
Song.
Where's
it's
the
a Kanye,
shit
right?
Yeah.
My big.
But
it's a
sober
it's a sober thing though, because I know you trying to. No, yeah, it's just
you know what I'm
saying.
Yeah. All right, there you go.
Get in my pocket. That's it. I gotta find my pocket because my big brother was Big's brother. And Rihanna's brother.
Rihanna's brother. Allegedly a little more than that as well.
Let's respond to that.
Are you upset that Beyonce's performing at the halftime on Christmas?
Why?
Because I think her viewership will be higher than his.
It's the Super Bowl.
It's Beyonce.
It's the Super Bowl.
It's Beyonce. Beyonce's bigger than the Super Bowl.
I'm a Beyonce.
Ah, man. Like I said, I love Beyonce, but the Super Bowl is still probably the biggest televised event of the year and definitely the most watched sporting event. So while Beyonce is a major superstar, like she said, the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl. One almost has to admire Maul's dedication and glazing for Drake, even in the face of like tons of evidence to the contrary.
Fan, I'm telling you that it's still the Super Bowl.
If I'm Kendrick, you're not looking at the NFL like, fuck, why would y'all put this fucking megastar that's a bigger star than I am on the halftime show 2 months before me? Like, that's a lot of pressure on Kendrick now, is all I'm saying.
On average, no matter what, 117 million people are watching the Pepsi halftime show. Average Christmas Day game, 28.7 million.
Exactly.
This is not even comparable.
This will probably crack 30.
You think the average is 20?
I don't think Maul truly believes in math or science, though, so it doesn't surprise me that he doesn't understand this.
28 million with Beyonce performing the halftime is only going to do 30 million?
I can tell you what, it's not going to do 117. It might get 40.
And while I do agree Beyonce is definitely a bigger superstar than Kendrick Lamar, so given her level of superstardom, I can honestly believe that she can add another 15 to 20 million viewers, but it's going to be really hard to get to that 120 million mark, you know what I mean? Which shouldn't slight Beyonce at all, but yeah, the Super Bowl is one of the most watched events of the year.
Sure, we'll double it. Give it 60.
Y'all are tripping, man. But we gonna find out. I'm just saying, if I'm Kendrick, I definitely am like, fuck.
Not really. He's done Coachella. He's done bigger stages.
That should sound backwards.
No, it's not that. It's just.
Beyonce is a bigger superstar, but right now, Kendrick Lamar is definitely having the hotter year. Right now, he's on a historic run that doesn't seem like it's slowing down anytime soon. So I don't want to take any credit away from Beyonce. She's a legend. She's a Hall of Famer. But right now, Kendrick Lamar is having an amazing run, and I feel like a lot of people are going to tune in to see him perform at the halftime show. You want to see if he's going to perform Not Like Us, and you want to see what else he has up his sleeve. The show is going to be a huge production, guys. It's the Super Bowl. He's going to put a lot of his own money into it to make sure that it conveys the vision that him and the guys over at PG Lang want to convey. So I feel like the show is going to be amazing, as is the Beyonce show. But yeah, man, the Super Bowl averages almost 100 million more viewers. It would be a very safe bet to put that money on Kendrick Lamar having a more viewed halftime performance.
It's just, man, listen.
That sounds backwards, though.
I know Maul, too. Listen, just give it up, bro.
What you think it is?
Just
trolling?
Just
The
give it
checks,
up,
man.
bro.
Where you think that's rooted
trolling.
from? Like, where you think it's rooted from?
I think that he's went so far the other side that he got to stay there and he going to do anything now.
But is he trolling, like, to a certain extent? Or do you think he really believes everything he says?
Now, he may certainly be trolling, but at the end of the day, yes, he has cemented his position that he's going to glaze Drake to the max. He's not going to give Kendrick Lamar any of his due credit, no matter what he sees on that day. And if he does, he's going to come up with some excuse as to why Kendrick Lamar did more numbers. This is a guy that has had probably some of the worst takes on this whole beef between Kendrick and Drake. And this guy has the utmost confirmation bias. If this guy can't find it, he will create the evidence needed. I feel like at this point, he's talking just to talk. But at the end of the day, guys, these extremely bad hot takes are obviously going very viral. So he's definitely monetizing it. So even if he doesn't truly believe it, he's seeing it as a way to definitely generate a lot more money than just facing reality and actually telling the truth.
Saying right now.
I don't think he believes everything he's saying. I think that he's
I agree with
publicized
AD.
where he stands, and he got to ride with it now.
So he got to hold it down.
He has to hold it down and do something.
No, he has to give up that seat and give it to Damaris.
Yo, there it is. Destruction.
No.
Destruction.
Her takes is better than anything, like, period, though. Like, I feel like
Even if people think that's true, obviously that's not going to happen. Maul is one of the owners of the pod, so that's never going to happen. But Maul has only proven to us that he's extremely biased, and he's showing no signs that it's going to stop anytime soon because the guy is beyond delusional, guys. What else would we actually expect him to say at this point? I feel like if he were to do a 180 and give Kendrick Lamar his credit, I feel like the culture would implode.
like her and Rory, they were like, they'll like
Rory.
make the show much better anyways. With the boy too, I forget his name in the cut.
Julian?
Yeah, shout out to him.
I think Maul need to take Damaris' seat and she need to take his seat, and then it'll be cool.
Because every time he responds
They
to
can
the
mute
shit
that
now,
motherfucker.
he-
I'm saying.
He's literally demoting Maul to B Mike.
He said mute him.
Powers that be, yeah. He just in that seat, like he in that seat still.
It's time for him to go.
Yeah, for sure.
Mute
For sure.
that
Shit.
trick.
Yo, I be fucking with the show still.
Mute
though, you know
that
what I mean?
trick.
I still
Destruction.
I like the text. I be tuning in though for Rory and the marriage though, for real though. Julian. No, he cool. I fuck with him too though, honestly. And I fuck with Maul too though, but like clearly.
Maul has proven that he's going to be a master glazer at all costs. So does any of this really surprise anyone?
It's like old people start getting dementia and some shit like.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Destruction.
Maybe he gets his first rodeo.
Somebody got to sit him aside.
It was crazy too because like when the shit first started, I had text him and I wrote a tweet. He wrote me back 6.
about to sue you.
Hey, I told him, I was like, hey man, it ain't too late to come get some of this West Coast air.
It might be too late.
Well, now, yeah.
Destrucción.
For real, you might come out here and actually gain some clarity.
Nah, but I get the shit, nigga.
Don't take him to the Kendrick show.
Didn't Maul also joke that he was going to actually show up to the pop-out show, which obviously would have been a major mistake? You can't really not admire the creativity and how bad some of these hot takes, because they are just plain horrendous, fam. While I love Beyonce, you cannot negate the fact that the Super Bowl has close to 100 million more viewers on average. So while I definitely believe that the Christmas halftime show is definitely going to get the Beyonce stimmy, it's going to be really hard to argue that it's going to do more numbers than the Super Bowl. So while I do expect it to do closer to 60 million instead of that 29, bam, right now Kendrick Lamar is having one of the greatest years as a musician. February is going to be a very, very legendary month for Kendrick. Not only is he doing the halftime show, but he also has the potential of sweeping like 7 Grammy Awards. So yeah, man, dude right now is having one of the greatest years as a musician, only to cap it off with arguably one of the hottest months. So it's going to be really hard to top that right now, even if you are Beyonce, who I do believe at the end of the day is a bigger superstar. But right now, who's the hottest artist? And one can't argue that it's not Kendrick Lamar. Maul is never going to be objective in this situation. But yeah, man, this is just more of what we expect from him, man. But I will say this. You need to have him on there as the A mic, because I feel like the only time they really ever go viral is when he has these horrendous hot takes. But definitely let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think of Maul's stance that Beyonce is going to pull in more viewers than Kendrick Lamar? I honestly don't think so, but I also don't think that's a slight towards Beyonce. Like I said, man, the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl, guys. Probably the most single-watch sporting event of the year, so I don't expect it to take the back seat. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I've been saying the last few videos, and honestly, it's because the streak has been going. Guys, we have been growing exponentially. In the last 28 days, we're still over 1.2 thousand subs for the channel. And honestly, it's all thanks to you guys. So I really want to thank you guys so much for making this channel a part of your day. I'm so grateful for all the love and support you guys show this channel on a daily. I always love all the conversations started in the comments. It's probably one of my favorite parts of making this content, so I'm definitely looking forward to what you guys have to say on this situation. But yeah, man, I think it's just Maul being Maul. Maul is one of the brigadier generals of the OVHO army, guys. Or as one of the comments in the last video said, the OVHO Rockettes, man. But yeah, man, this is not going to end anytime soon. Obviously, the Christmas game is quickly approaching, but we still have a few months for the Super Bowl. So yeah, man, I guess time will tell. But it's going to be really hard, even with Beyonce, to top what the Super Bowl usually does. And I feel like, honestly, you might get a record year in viewership for the Super Bowl halftime show because you are going to get so many people to go and watch just because Kendrick's going to be there. Honestly, it's the perfect dress rehearsal for that stadium tour. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does on that level, man. I'm honestly expecting awesome shows from both, man. I'm excited we're getting both of them. But definitely let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys love the video, and I hope to see you guys soon. And Maul, I don't know how you keep outdoing yourself, fam.